Hello everyone. So today's concept is principle of homogeneity. Actually now we are discussing applications of dimensional analysis. So in last session, first application is already completed. What is last application? Convert one system of unit into another system of unit with the help of dimensional formulas completed. Now today's concept is very important concept, easy concept and important concept, that is the principle of homogeneity. So before going to discuss this principle of homogeneity, right? So here first of all I will approach this principle with a few examples. So you know very well, V is equal to U plus AT. V is equal to U plus AT. Right? Sir, why V is equal to U plus AT only? Why AT is equal to U plus V? Why you are writing V is equal to U plus AT? Why you are adding U plus AT? Why not U plus force is equal to V? Why not acceleration is equal to U plus AT? Right? Such kind of questions is arising in your mind so far. Yes, sir. So if you observe this equation, V is equal to U plus AT. What is our second application? You know, to check the correctness of equation. How to check? With the help of dimensional analysis. So to check the correctness of equation, right, we are introducing one principle. That is principle of homogeneity. Now you just observe this equation. V is equal to U plus AT. Sir, how you will get this equation, sir? Sir, for derivation, sir, for derivation only we got finally V is equal to U plus AT, sir. Yes, absolutely correct. Right, but now the question is whether this equation is dimensionally correct or not. That is my question, because now here we are verifying the formulas, we are deriving the units, we are converting the system of unit from one system to another system with the help of dimensional formulas, dimensional equation. So with the help of dimensional analysis, you just check it whether this equation is correct or not. Okay. So what is V? V is final velocity. What is U? U is initial velocity. Dear students, please remember, initial velocity, final velocity, changing velocity, increasing velocity, decreasing velocity, all are having same dimensional formula only. Why, sir? Increasing velocity unit meter per second, decreasing velocity unit meter per second, changing velocity unit meter per second, initial velocity unit meter per second, final velocity unit meter per second in SI system. So whatever it may be, whether it is changing velocity or increasing velocity or decreasing velocity or initial velocity or final velocity, units are same. So dimensional formula also same. So V dimensional formula velocity LT raised to minus 1. LT raised to minus 1. Okay, U is the initial velocity. Velocity dimensional formula LT raised to minus 1. Okay, what is AT? A is the uniform acceleration, T is the time. Acceleration LT raised to minus 2. Please don't ask again, sir, how you will get LT raised to minus 2. Meter per second square unit. Meter per second square. Meter L. Second square T raised to second square. Take it to numerator. Second raised to minus 2. T raised to minus 2. T time. Okay. Right? Next. A into T we want, sir. A into T dimensional formula. A into T dimensional formula. L T raised to minus 2 into T. From exponents and powers, T raised to minus 2, T raised to 1. LT raised to minus 1. LT raised to minus 1. Listen carefully. For final velocity, dimensions of L 1. For initial velocity, dimensions of L is 1. For AT, dimensions of L 1. Okay, fine. Next, for final velocity, dimensions of T minus 1. For initial velocity, dimensions of T minus 1. For AT, dimensions of T minus 1. Yes. So if you observe dimensions of L, T, M for V and for U for AT, all dimensions are same. Okay? Right. So dimensions of L, T are same, then we can be added, we can be subtracted, we can be equated. That is what the principle of homogeneity. Now here your question is, sir, why you are taking U plus AT? Why you are equating U plus AT is equal to V? The question is, for that question, answer is according to principle of homogeneity. Any two physical quantities are added, or any two physical quantities are subtracted, or any two physical quantities are equated when they have same dimensions. See, according to this principle, the physical quantities having same dimensions can be added, right? Can be subtracted, or can be equated. Okay? So this is what the principle of homogeneity is. Still we are not following the principle, sir. Can you explain few more examples? Yes, sure. Right? Now let us consider one more example. Right? S is equal to ut plus half AT square. Okay, S is equal to ut plus half AT square. Right? Now if S is equal to ut plus half AT square, now the question is, sir, why they are added? Why they are equivalent to S? Because of according to principle of homogeneity. According to principle of homogeneity, the physical quantities are added, the physical quantities are equated when those quantities having same dimensions. You just check it. Sir, yes means displacement. You know very well, when we are dealing with dimensions, we always use a square bracket. Yes means displacement. L. Okay? Right. UT. U means velocity. T, time. Okay? L, T raised to minus 1. L, T raised to minus 1. Time dimensional formula, T raised to plus 1. T raised to minus 1. T raised to plus 1, cancel. Now answer is L. Okay, over. Next, half AT square. Do you remember? Golden key points. 1 by 2 number. It is a dimensionless physical quantity. right? Then AT square, AT square, A, just now only we find out A, what is A? LT raised to minus 2, LT raised to minus 2, T, time square, T raised to plus 2, T raised to plus 2, okay? Then plus 2 minus 2 cancel. So AT square dimensional formula is L only. Okay, now your question is, sir, why they are added and why they are equated? Because you just observe the dimensions of L in case of S, 1 only. You just observe the dimensions of L in case of UT, 1 only. You just observe the dimensions of L in case of AT square, 1 only. So that's why the physical quantities having same dimensions can be added or subtracted or equated. Is it clear? Clear? Right. Sir, I will give one more example. Listen carefully. For example, S is equal to UT minus 1 by 3 AT square. Listen carefully. Sir, now the question is whether this equation is correct or not. Correct or not? Your answer is, sir, not. No, sir, it is not correct equation, sir. Okay. Now the question is whether this equation is dimensionally correct or not. Dimensionally correct or not? Yes, answer is dimensionally this equation is correct, but physically this equation is not correct because here it is not 1 by 2. Because here it is not minus, it is plus. The original equation, the actual equation, the physical equation is equal to UT plus half AT square. Right? But it is dimensionally correct, physically also correct. But this equation, physically, it is not correct. Then you just cross check it whether this equation is dimensionally correct or not. Sir, what is the dimensional formula of S? Dimensional formula of S is equal to same L raised to minus L raised to 1. UT also same. Right? UT is equal to L raised to 1 only. Minus 1 by 3. That 1 by 3 number is dimensionless. AT square is equal to dimensional formula of AT square is equal to L raised to 1. You just observe, sir. Power of L here 1, here 1, here 1. So this equation dimensionally correct. But physically incorrect. So from these two expressions, what we conclude? Dimensional analysis, they don't give any guarantee for correctness of physical equation. Right? With the help of dimensional formula, we can check whether the equation is correct or not. Right? But physically, maybe it is correct or maybe it is incorrect. So, limitation, disadvantage of this dimensional analysis is dimensional analysis cannot give any guarantee for physical correctness of an equation. Okay? Even it is dimensionally correct, but physically it is not correct. Okay, so dimensionally wrong. Dimensionally wrong. Physically also wrong, sir. For example, you can take like the same equation. If you take like this, S is equal to U plus half A T square. Then this equation is dimensionally correct? No, it is not correct dimensionally. Even it is not correct physically. Are you following? See, you just compare these three equations. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Yes, dimensionally correct. Physically correct. S is equal to ut minus 1 by 3 at square. Dimensionally correct. But physically is not correct. S is equal to u plus half at square. S is equal to u plus half at square. S dimensional formula L. But here you are checking u only. U velocity. Velocity dimensional formula. Velocity dimensional formula LT raised to minus 1. Here L. Here in this case, what is the power of T? 0. Here power of T minus 1. So dimensions of each physical quantity are not same. So they cannot be added. So dimensionally it is incorrect. Physically also incorrect. I hope it is clear. Then if you solve more number of problems, then you can easily understand what is meant by principle of homogeneity. Please remember this statement. In any equation in physics, in any equation, any two quantities are added, any two physical quantities are subtracted, any two physical quantities are equated when those quantities having same dimensions or same dimensional formula fixed. Now we are going to discuss problems related to principle of homogeneity from our college material module 2. Here everything is written clearly. Don't confuse page number 10, question number 6. Sir, in earlier classes only I told you clearly how to solve a numerical problem. First read the question. Next, write the given data. After writing the given data, you just check which formula, which principle is suitable to solve that numerical problem. So f is equal to at plus bt square, where t is the time. Now the question is, what are the dimensions, dimensional formula, dimensions of a and b. Here now given, it is given f is equal to at plus bt square, where a and b are constant, but t is time. F is the force. F is the force. But only the difficulty is to solve such kind of problems. Please remember dimensional formulas. At least you will remember the basic dimensional formulas: speed, velocity, work, power, energy, force, acceleration. At least you will remember basic formulas, basic dimensional formulas, right? Then according to principle of homogeneity, according to principle of homogeneity, principle of homogeneity, according to principle of homogeneity, yes, these two quantities are added. Yes, it is equated with F because of all these quantities having same dimensions, same dimensional formula. Okay, so if you think in such a way, means F is equal to, here they wrote at plus bt square. Why they are added, sir? Maybe according to principle of homogeneity, at bt square having same dimensional formula. Why they are equal to F? Yes, dimensional formula of F may be equal to at. That's why they are equated. That's why they are added according to principle of homogeneity. Okay? So according to principle of homogeneity, these two are added and equated. Means dimensions of F is equal to at. Or these square. Right? Clear? Sir, why? Because these two are equated these two are added means both are having same dimensions. Both having same dimension means we can equate. Right? So from this what we want? We want the dimensions of A is equal to we can write F upon T. A is equal to we can write F upon T. Right? From this B is equal to F upon T square. Over. Kadam. What do you want? We want the dimension of A. Force M L T raised to minus 2. T time. This T taken in numerator. M L T raised to this one taken in numerator minus 2 minus 3. So this is what dimensional formula of A. Right? Next B. How to find it? Is the same method. B is equal to F M L T raised to minus 2. Put square bracket upon T square. Now this T square take into numerator. Take into numerator. What you will get? M L 2 take into numerator minus 2 minus 1. So this is the way to find the dimensions of A and B. Okay? Right. Sir, why you are equating, sir? They are added. They are equated. Why? Both are having same dimensions. That's why I am equating F is equal to A. Now coming to this question. It is somewhat little bit difficult than that. So it is also from our material only. Page number 10, question number 11. So here U is nothing but potential energy. U is nothing but potential energy. X is nothing but consider distance or position. X is nothing but position. Position is measured in meters. Okay? A and B are constant. Right? Dimensional constant. Then find the product of A and B. How to find, sir? First find the given relation. Given relation is U is equal to A root X upon X square plus B. Sir, how to simplify this, sir? It is fraction, sir. A divided by something, sir. It is not similar to this, sir. No, don't worry. You just observe denominator. In denominator, these two are added. Actually, we are solving such kind of questions by using principle of homogeneity. So, any two quantities are added means both having same dimensions. Yes, absolutely. So, x square plus b, they are added because of b dimension is equal to dimensions of x square. What is x? X is nothing but just no way to it. X is measured in meters. Meters means length. It is a kind of length. So L square. Over. Answer B is over. Now, what do you find out, sir? We want to find A. How to find A, sir? Cross multiplication. A is equal to x square plus b upon root x. Am I right? Sir, how to find, sir? U is nothing but energy, sir. We know the dimensional formula of U. X is nothing but measured in meters, sir. We know the dimensional formula of x. Sir, x square plus b. What is b? What is b? L square. Actually L square nothing but meter square. L square nothing but meter square. Meter square nothing but indicates which physical quantity? Area. So L square is equal to B. Means B is nothing but area. X square is also nothing but area only. Means, for example, area is 5 meter square plus 2 meter square. Answer 7 meter square. Then addition of these two again gives area or any other physical quantity. Same physical quantity. ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. Correct? Listen. See, x square plus b. X square plus b. What is x square? L square. L square means x square indicates which kind of physical quantity? Area. B also equal to L square. Then B also indicates which physical quantity? Area. Then if you add these two, area value plus area value, result which gives addition of these two, which gives area only. Which physical quantity it gives? It gives area only. Then shall I write? Dimensional formula of A is equal to U is nothing but energy. Energy nothing but amount of work done. Amount of work done means W is equal to Fs. Force into displacement ml t raised to minus 2l ml square t raised to minus 2. ml square t raised to minus 2. Okay, fine. So x square plus b means we are having same kind of physical quantity. Area plus area. Area value you are adding with area. Then final result, the sum of these two again gives which physical quantity? Area only. Then dimensional formula of area. L square upon x raised to 1 by 2. X dimensional formula means meter. L raised to 1 by 2. m 2 plus 2 4 t raised to minus 2 t raised to minus 2 upon L raised to 1 by 2. Okay? Now, dimensional formula of A is equal to m as it is. L raised to 4. This L raised to 1 by 2 take into numerator. Minus 1 by 2. T raised to minus 2. Clear? Okay. Then m only. L raised to 4 इधर देख 4 minus 1 by 2 LCM 4 2s are 8 minus 1 7 by 2. L power is 7 by 2. T raised to minus 2. So this is what actually dimensional formula of A. But what is asking, sir? What is asking? He is not asking dimensional formula of A. He is not asking dimensional formula of B. He is asking product of A and B. How to find product of A and B? Right? Already A you know, B you know. Just multiply these two. Dimensions of dimensional formula of AB. L raised to 7 by 2 t raised to minus 2. B value how much? L square. So answer L 7 by 2. L raised to 7 by 2 L square. 7 by 2 plus 2. T raised to minus 2. Here power 1 m power. L 2 LCM 2 2s are 4 plus 7 11 by 2 t raised to minus 2. So this is what final answer. Right. Next one is most important question. Put 5 stars or 10 stars as you like. Very important. Many times repeated in NEET and KCET. Sometimes in JEE Mains also. Right? Actually, this equation is known as a van der Waals gas equation. You will discuss this van der Waals gas equation in chemistry. Even in physics also we will discuss in thermodynamics. But not in that much detail, but in your chemistry you will discuss this equation in detail. Sir, A, B are constant. A, B are constant. P is pressure, V is value, R is universal gas constant, T is temperature. Actually here you don't know what is the universal gas constant. Universal gas constant, we will discuss that constant in thermodynamics. Okay? So where we will discuss what is R, what is the definition of R, what is the dimensional formula of R. Right? Okay. Now the question is, in this question there are total 7 sub questions. So I will explain all questions at a time. Right? Okay. First one is, I want to find the dimensions of A. First question. I want to find the dimensions of A. How to find the dimensions of A? Sir, all these questions are based on principle of homogeneity only. Right? Then how to find the dimensions of A? See, these two quantities are added. Added means, yes, dimensionally both are equal. P plus A by B square. They are added. Because of dimensions of both the quantities are equal. So assume according to principle of homogeneity they are equal, they are added because of P is equal to A by B square. Right? Then from this what do you want? We want A. A is equal to P V square. I want the dimensional formula of A. So dimensions of P. V is nothing but value. Pressure is equal to F by A. ml T raised to minus 2 area L square. 1L gets cancelled. L raised to minus 1 T raised to minus 2. So dimensional formula of A is equal to P. Dimensional formula M L raised to minus 1 T raised to minus 2. What is V? Value L cube whole raised to 2 L raised to 6. V dimensional formula meter into meter cube, unit meter cube. L cube means V square, L cube whole square, L raised to 6. Then answer M 6 minus 1 5, right? T raised to minus 2. Over? Then this is A. Now next one is question number 2. Find the dimensional formula of B. Yes, very simple. Sir, these two quantities are subtracted. According to principle of homogeneity. Any two quantities can be subtracted because of those two quantities having same dimensions. So I can write like this: B minus B. B is equal to B. Why you are equating, sir? Unnecessarily? I am not equating, sir, because of according to principle of homogeneity. It is not my principle. According to principle of homogeneity, if you want to calculate dimensions of B, so they are So B is equal to V. B. V means value. Over. Second question is over. Right? Third question. In some examination, they are asking dimensions of AB. Dimensions of AB. A into B. What is A? M. L raised to 5. T raised to minus 2. M, L raised to 5, D raised to minus 2, B, L cube. Then answer, M, L raised to 5 plus 3, 8, T raised to minus 2, over. Right? Then in some examination, they are asking A by B. A by B, dimensional formula of A by B. M, L raised to 5, T raised to minus 2 upon L cube. Here 3 cancel. Here you will get 2. So answer is M, L square, T raised to minus 2. Any more doubts? Right. But in your material, these two questions are not given, sir. Right? But according to previous, say, KCET exams or different state exams, according to that, here I framed these two questions. Now, still we have few more questions in our material. Right? Next question, sir. Fifth question. They are asking dimensional formula of AB by RT square. They are asking dimensional formula of AB by RT square. So how to find AB by RT square? You just multiply these two. Bracket term P into V. PV. Next. P into B minus PB. Next, plus A by B square into V, 1V junction, A by B, plus into minus AB by V square is equal to RT. Am I right? Sir, I am not doing any magic, sir. Just I am multiplying these two bracket terms over. Now, according to principle of homogeneity, they are subtracted, they are added, they are subtracted, equated to RT because of PV dimensions equal to RT, PV dimensions equal to RT, A by B dimensions equal to RT, AB by B square dimensions equal to RT. How, sir? V is equal to U plus AT means V is also equal to U. V is also equal to AT dimensionally. Am I right? Are you following? V is equal to U plus AT. Right? V is equal to U plus AT. If you check that equation whether it is correct or not dimensionally, you just write the dimensions of MLD of each physical quantity. Then both side, LHS side, RHS side, dimensions of each fundamental physical quantities are same. Yes, that's why they are added. That's why they are equated. Same. Here also they are added, they are subtracted and equated. V is equal to U plus AT. You just remember this. V is equal to U plus AT. Dimensional formula of U, dimensional formula of AT, dimensional formula of V. Same. Then we can write V dimensional formula is equal to dimensional formula of U. V dimensional formula is equal to dimensional formula of AT. So still we are not following, sir. Okay. What is the unit of velocity? Meter per second. What is the velocity? What is the unit of initial velocity? Meter per second. Okay. What is the unit of velocity? Meter per second. Acceleration. duration meter per second square into time second. So meter per second, right? Both are same. So dimensionally same. So that's why we are equating these two and we are also equating these two. So now similarly, here we can also equate PV is equal to RT. We can also equate PV equal to RT. We can also equate A by B equal to RT. We can also equate AB by B square equal to RT. Here what do you want? We want AB by RT square. Then shall I equate these two? AB by V square is equal to RT. Then we want AB by RT square. AB by RT square, dimensional formula. RT taken this side, V square taken this side. V square means value. V square value answer L raised to 6 over. Okay, right. Next question, sir. Fourth one is over. Next, fifth one. Next, sixth one, sir. Sixth one. Okay. Before, just wait 1 second. 1 second. Page number. This is question page number 30. Page number 30, sir. In page number 30, in the above problem, means in this problem, the dimensional representation of AB by RT, AB by RT is what? AB by RT. Sir, how to find AB by RT? AB by RT is equal to V square. V square means how much you will get? AB by RT square is equal to this much. After this, question number 6, sir. In your material, that is question number 14. In the above problem, which of the following does not have the same dimensional formula as that for RT? So just now I told you, we can equate these two. PV is equal to RT, right? PV is equal to RT. Now, all of you please open your materials, page number 30, question number 14. Which of the following does not have same dimensional formula as that for RT? PV is equal to RT, one equation. PV is equal to RT, another one. A by V is equal to RT, another one. Right? AB by V square is equal to RT. You just check all the options. RT dimensionally equal to PV. RT dimensionally equal to PV. RT dimensionally equal to A by V. RT dimensionally equal to AB by V square. You just check all the following options. PV, yes. RT dimensionally equal. Okay. Next, RT dimensionally equal to PV. Yes. A option is correct. B option is correct. Right? Then C. C is A by V square. RT is not equal to A by V square. RT is equal to A by V only. So third option, A by V square is given. Then that is wrong option, sir. That is actually correct answer. Question is which of the following does not have the same dimensional formula? A by V square is not equal to RT. So right option is C. RT is equal to AB by V square. That is given already. Okay? It is correct. The next one, sir. Question number 16. Question number 16, sir. In our class, I am writing this is 7th question. You just observe question number 16. In the above problem, the dimensional formula of RT is the same as that of energy, force, specific heat, latent heat. Sir, dimension of RT is equal to PV. PV. P means pressure. V means value. Pressure dimensional formula, sir. Pressure dimensional formula m l raised to minus 1 t raised to minus 2. Okay, right? Value l raised to 2. M minus 1 plus 3 plus 2 t raised to minus 2. Sir, m l square t raised to minus 2 is a dimensional formula of energy. Is a dimensional formula of work. Otherwise, after completion of thermodynamics, you will easily remember product of pressure and value. Product of pressure and value always equal to work done. Product of P and value, pressure and value always equal to work done. So, among 4 options, which option is correct? A. Sir, here work done is not given, sir. Energy, amount of work done is nothing but energy only. Dimensional formula of energy, dimensional formula of work, both are same. So, for 16th question, correct option is A. So, all 7 questions are completed. Right. Next question, sir. Mu equals to, mu nothing but refractive index. I think you already studied in optics refractive index. Refractive index mu is equal to, it is the ratio of velocity of light in vacuum to the velocity of light in medium. So, numerator is velocity, denominator is velocity. Velocity units, numerator, denominator is same. Then, mu is a dimensionless quantity. Mu is a dimensionless quantity. So, mu is equal to A plus B by lambda square, where A and B are constant. Question is dimensional. B indicates which physical quantity. Sir, B indicates which physical quantity means you have to find the dimensional formula of B. Okay? According to principle of homogeneity, these two are added and can be equated. Why? Because right, they have same dimensional formula. So mu dimensionless. When we can write like this, mu dimensional formula of mu is equal to dimensional formula of A. Am I right? Dimensional formula of mu is equal to dimensional formula of B by lambda square. Am I right? What is lambda? Lambda wavelength, meter. Length always measured in meter. But you know, mu is a dimensionless quantity. If it is dimensionless, then its dimensional formula always 1 only. So 1 is equal to B, right? Dimensional formula of B upon lambda square. What do you want? B. B is equal to, right? Dimensional formula of lambda square. Lambda means length only. Then L square. So B indicates which physical quantity? L square means meter square. Meter square is a unit of which physical quantity? Area. So answer is B quantity. B constant indicate which physical quantity? Area. Right. So based on the previous discussion and today's discussion, that is conversion of one system of unit into another system, and the second application is principle of homogeneity. Based on this, from our module 2, here I am giving 6-7 questions as a assignment. Right? Students, don't worry about solutions. First thing. First, try yourself. Okay? Next, one more time you will try. But if you won't get that answer, definitely I will help you. But don't ask directly solution without attempting these questions. It's a humble request.